Welcome to this week's Transformers review, where we be having a fossilizer debut with Wingfinger, the fossilized Pteranodon. But before we get to our Pteranodon review here in Wingfinger, we will go and do our shoutouts of the week. First, at Back to the Media at 48 South Loudon Street here in lovely Winchester, Virginia, where you can get all your video game needs, going all the way back to the Atari, all the way up to current systems. You can also get the games, the cartridges and games and discs to go along with it. You can also go to get comic books and records and CDs and stuff from there as well, DVDs, all forms of media, hence why they're called Back to the Media. While you're in the area, you can go diagonally across the street to Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles, which is where I got Mr. Wingfinger at. And which this whole month was a Back to the Time Traveler's purchase. Which ironically, because we're going back to we're going traveling through time to a fossilized Pteranodon. But hope y'all got that joke, but it was a horrible joke. It was just as bad as Chris Rock's G.I. Jane joke from the Oscars back in when that was. So, but let's get on with it. You could also go to Time Travelers to get He-Man and G.I. Joe and so on and so forth. But if you need comic books, you can go to 4-Color Fantasies at 80 Weems Lane and get your comic book needs. And you can also get it where you can get comics and from IDW, DC, Marvel, all points in between, back issues, current titles, you name it, they got it. So while you're there, check them out. If you need any kind of counseling, you can go to Northwestern's Community Services Board, get all kinds of counseling, as well as Healing Grace Counseling Services on 133 West Pascowan Street, Suite number 10. And see Rob Brown and get some good advice from both places. You can also go to Bank of Clark County if you're in the Winchester, Clark County area for all your banking needs. They're a good bank to go to. So let's go ahead and check out Wingfinger here. This is him in his fossilized Pteranodon mode. Which is pretty cool. He just got articulation where he can move his feet. You could also move the wings, and so on and so forth. As well as his head can rotate and move. And his beak can open. It's kind of tricky with his beak. But yeah, his beak can open. Voila! But I like the little snapping motion. But let's go ahead and take a look at him in his robot mode. So here he is in his robot mode. He also does come with his little spikes on his wings, which could be used as handheld weapons. But this is him in his robot mode. With his head right here, which can open. He just have movement with his head, wiggly waggly going on. These are his arms where they can bend at the elbow. They can also bend at the wrist. And so on and so forth. Good on ball joint, so they can move around pretty freely. His legs are the same on ball joints. It can move around, bend at the knee, different ways. He can also bend at his heel. A little bit of wiggly waggly right there. But he does have good range of movement. And as you can tell, his head does go right there. His fossilizer head goes right there. But he kind of looks like the alien from Aliens, the movie. But it's pretty cool. As you can tell, he's got the maximal symbol right there on his forehead. But a very cool looking figure. So let's go look at him all completely set up with his frailing weapons. So here he is with his frailing weapons. I got him in his little ninja pose, so to speak. with where you could be as like going up with a set of sticks attacking somebody or attacking a Predacon. Excuse me, being that he is a maximal. I'm glad I picked this figure up. I've never been into the fossilizers, but hey, that's and because of getting this guy, I had to put on my orthopedic shoes where I stand corrected with my opinion. This is a very good figure, very cool figure to look at, very cool to have in your collection. If you collect all three of them, they got a combine mode, so they could be used as combiners. But so that's pretty cool. It's a fan-made notification that they did. MCO 316 out in Optopotamus done a look at all of that. So you check out their videos for their fossilizer combiners. So I would say definitely go ahead and get this guy and add him to your collection, as well as the rest of the fossilizers. Even if you get the Megatron spoiler box 2-pack that I had gotten recently, as you saw the Megatron video just last month in Decepticon Leaders Month. Megatron came packed with a fossilizer known as Skeletor. Yeah, so go ahead and check them. Definitely get every fossilizer you can. That's my opinion. But this is a cool looking figure. Tune in next month as we're doing a Decepticons month. Another Decepticons month. I'm actually ending this year starting in July with a Decepticon month, an Autobot month, Decepticon month, and then followed by 2 Autobot months and then a Decepticon month. So I'm ending the year on where I'm just going to be looking at each faction, Autobots and Maximals, and then the next month will be Decepticon and Predacon months. So go ahead and check them out. This has been Wingfinger and here on Cobra Island. Until all are one. See you in the next one.